About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. All right, are you going to get out of the car or not?
Tell me why.
I already told you why. He was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
Tiny and T.I.'s son King got arrested on possession charge dressed like Pikachu. 50 Cent is about to go crazy with this one.
Just weeks ago, King Harris was online talking spicy, throwing energy at 50 Cent, and even threatening to put hands on him. Fast forward to now, and King just caught an obstruction charge after getting pulled over for speeding with a firearm and alleged substances in the car. And all that because he didn't want to comply during a traffic stop. And you've probably seen the mugshot by now. King got arrested while driving his Cybertrick dressed in a Pikachu onesie. Oh, and he also called his dad T.I. to try to save him. But how do you beef with 50 Cent and then need your daddy to save you in a jam? Because we're talking about a kid who's been running his mouth at 50 for months, posting pictures of 50's late mother, wearing a t-shirt with her face, and even threatening to jump 50. Well, somebody finally taught King Harris a lesson, and you already know 50 had something to say about this.
For a 45,
Never had a police tell me to step out the car to ask a simple question.
Well, there's a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have you step out of the car.
It's in front of you. What are you talking about?
Alright, let's rewind and break down exactly how we got here. On Sunday, April 12th, around 1 a.m., King Harris got pulled over in Gwinnett County, Georgia, just outside Atlanta. Police spotted a camouflage-wrapped Tesla Cybertruck speeding through a 45-mile-per-hour zone. And when the officer approached the driver's side window, there he was, studio thug King Harris in a Pikachu onesie. And the officer immediately noticed a blick sitting right there on the dashboard within arm's reach.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is because you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45. You didn't know? I got you. Get your driver's license on you? Alright, are you the registered owner of the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license?
So what the officer did next is what any cop would do. He ordered King to exit the vehicle, but King refused, multiple times. He immediately started going back and forth with the officer, and even claimed he didn't feel safe.
So, do you mind stepping out and we're gonna talk right here real quick, back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. All right, are you gonna get out of the car or not?
Tell me why.
I already told you why. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what it is.
All right. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're gonna arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
All right, if you do not get out of the car, you will be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're not telling me a valid reason why I
That's
need to get out
a
of the car.
perfect.
So then, King called his lawyer for advice, but the lawyer told him the same thing as the cop, to get out of the car.
Doesn't matter why.
Doing it. I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
All right. So at this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave. You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what? Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a conversation.
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
And he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest, bro. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point, all right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
So eventually, they got King out and searched the Cybertruck, and that's when this traffic stop turned into a felony case. Because inside that truck, officers found a Schedule II controlled substance. That's a felony possession charge right there. They also found a THC vape pen with 10 milligrams of THC. Plus, King was speeding and not wearing a seatbelt.
So this make y'all feel tough.
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
All right,
All you have to do is get out the car.
File your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45.
Never had a police tell me to step out the car to ask a simple question.
Well, there's a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have you step out of the car.
It's in front of you. What are you talking about?
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
So the final charge sheet includes felony possession of a controlled substance, misdemeanor obstruction of law enforcement, speeding, and seatbelt violation. But here's the craziest part. Instead of lying low and letting this blow over, King hopped on Instagram and he compared the police to Team Rocket, the cartoon villains from Pokemon. He shared a video filming a music video in Japan and wearing that same onesie. And he wrote in the caption, "Living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo, then come back to ATL and Team Rocket effing police catch me with a master ball and throw me in jail all night." Well, damn, F 'em. So once again, King Harris is talking tough on Instagram. But what he won't tell you is that the first thing he did when the cops made him exit the vehicle is call his daddy to come and rescue him. Body cam footage obtained by TMZ shows T.I. pulling up to the scene, trying to smooth things over for his son. T.I. asked officers if they could resolve it on site. Basically, he wanted to see if they could figure something out so King would avoid jail. But the answer, obviously, was no. The law doesn't care about your last name when there's a gun on the dashboard and pills in your pocket.
So he's currently under arrest for obstruction,
Okay.
as well as a variety of other traffic charges. Yeah, he was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. He's right there with a gun, right?
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that, according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Memphis, he stated that, he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He was informed that he is under arrest at this time. He's still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. And it wasn't until his lawyer called him back and said, "You need to get out of the car right now." He got out of the car and was placed under arrest.
And look, I get it. I did what any dad would do. When your kid's in trouble, you'll say and do anything to get them out of it. But here's the thing. King Harris is a grown man, and he's a father himself, actually. And on top of that, this is the same man who's been rapping about being a street dude, talking tough, threatening 50 Cent like he's about to do something. But when the cops show up, he needs his daddy to come save him. Also, it's his entitlement that's probably the worst part. If King had just gotten out of the car when the officer asked him to, this most likely would have ended with a ticket and a warning. Maybe they wouldn't have even searched the vehicle. King would have driven home in his Cybertruck and probably posted another story about how tough he is. But he refused, because he's King Harris. And King Harris doesn't listen to cops, or judges, or his own father, apparently. Because let's not forget, this isn't King's first rodeo. He was arrested in 2022 for DUI, then again in 2024 for allegedly nearly hitting an officer with his car at a gas station. The kid has a pattern, and every time, somebody bails him out. But this time, the whole world saw him in a Pikachu onesie, and they saw his famous dad pull up like an Uber driver at 1 a.m. And that brings us to the elephant in the room. Because before all this mess, King Harris had already picked a fight with someone he really shouldn't have. Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent. It all started when 50 posted some unflattering photos of Tiny, King's mom. You know how 50 does. He's the king of trolling. Posts a crazy picture, adds a wild caption, sits back and watches the internet catch fire. But King didn't like that, and you can't fault him for responding, really. That's his mom. You're supposed to defend her. Plus, 50 really had no business dragging Tiny into his beef with T.I. But here's where King took it way too far. Instead of just firing off a few insults and moving on, King went scorched earth. He started posting pictures of 50's late mother's grave, and then he announced a product called Miss Jack Pack with 50's mother's face on the packaging. And then he started taunting 50 on camera, telling him to dig up his mother and post a picture of her. Meanwhile, King also started dropping diss tracks, multiple of them, and in one said 50 got shot 9 times and did nothing. Now let's be real about something. 50 Cent got hit 9 times and walked himself to the hospital. He's one of the most bulletproof figures in hip-hop history. His whole persona is built on surviving things that should have ended him. And King Harris, wearing a Pikachu onesie, driving a Cybertruck, living in a mansion paid for by his daddy, is gonna question 50's toughness? Come on. Even T.I. eventually had to step in and tell his son to chill. And he admitted that he spent most of King's life trying to get him off the ledge.
Now, are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment? And the whole family concept? Are you enjoying that?
I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little the ledge.
Talking about King?
Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Now, as for 50 Cent's response, he shared a story clowning King's Pikachu onesie.
Tiny and T.I.'s son King got arrested on rug possession charge dressed like Pikachu. 50 Cent is about to go crazy with this.
However, some fans are now saying they actually feel bad for T.I. because he didn't seem to raise his children this way. However, King seems to be determined to head down the wrong path. On the other hand, you have people saying that if King turned out this way, his parents clearly did something wrong and enabled his behavior. But what's your take on this? Do you think T.I. and Tiny are to blame for how King turned out? Is this what happens when you give a kid everything except accountability? Or did King's parents do everything right and he just went bad on his own? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned for the next video.